Dear friends, in my another episode, I am bringing a very specific situation which can arise and which will be unfortunate if you have not planned for it, which is if you want to sell plot of land or if you want to sell a land only where there is no construction on the plot of land, then what is the tax situation in that case? In a common language, we know that if we sell a property, we can buy another property and then take a tax benefit. And in a layman's language, property means property, whether it's a plot of land, whether it's a constructed house on that. So hence, as a perception, we take it that we have sold a property and we buy another property, and to the extent of the property investment now done, my capital gain is exempted. I want to now clarify here what is the difference if the property sold is a plot of land where there is no construction done on that part. When you sell a plot of land, then capital gain is to be computed like a normal property sold with the index cost, with the valuation of 2001 base year as applicable, any expenses on the sale like brokerage to be taken care, legal charges to be taken care, everything is allowed. But there is a one condition that capital gain will be exempt for reinvestment into a property only if the seller does not own more than one house on the date of sale. Very important for anybody to understand. The seller does not own more than one residential house on the date of sale. It becomes important where a person has one plot of land, two residential flats or more than two residential flats, and then he sells the plot of land. Then from the sale proceeds, he cannot purchase further assets in terms of residential asset to claim the tax benefit. Now you understand how important it is, because the plot of sale could be worth crores and crores of rupees with a potential plan to buy a dream house by the seller. But if he owns two houses on the date of sale of the plot of land, then his dream is shattered and he cannot buy a dream house by taking the advantage of tax gains. In such a situation, if he knew the provision of section 54F, which is relevant of Income Tax Act, then what he would have done is, he would have first sold one of the flats and then plot of land, and then reinvested the sale proceeds of both the sale proceeds into the dream house and claiming the full tax benefit. His purpose was same, but his modus operandi changed because he was knowledgeable to know what the tax law permits him. If he does this, then he has achieved what he wanted to without any flaw of the tax regulations, without any flaw of any thinking process or his planning. So now you understand how important it is to know how the tax regulation applies on a sale of plot of land. Do not understand that this is the only tax benefit is allowed by reinvesting if you are owning one house. Yes, in another provision you can buy bonds of 54 EC, which is up to 50 lakhs a year, but that is in any case allowed to you by blocking the funds, which does not give you a good yield. So hence this episode was to educate you, leave aside the other tax exemption available for a long term capital gain, what you will miss out if you do not, I am repeating again, consider the tax provisions rightly and appropriately. By not doing so, it could cost you much more tax outgo which you had not planned at all, and you may blame your tax advisor or anybody else, but ultimately it is your own ignorance which has costed you that kind of a money. Another important thing is, the Act says on the date of sale you should not own more than one residential property. And ownership of a property means where the possession of the property is in your name, in your hand, and you are enjoying the possession by yourself, occupying the house, or by rented property. Hence, if you have booked a property with a developer or an authority and the possession has not been given to you, that will not be counted as a residential property in your name, and then you are safe. But if the possession has been given to you, even though it's a lying vacant, not used, that's counted as a property in hand for counting if you are owning two properties at the time of sale of land. Clause of owning two properties at the date of the sale of plot of land is important, so that you can plan that you can sign up an agreement to sell, or signing that in couple of months, 3 months, 4 months you will complete the transaction, and you can sell your other flats or residential property within that time frame also. So, on the date of registry of the plot of land, you are still owning either no property or one property, enabling you to take the benefit of the provisions of the Income Tax Act. It looks simple, but then if you are very clear in your mind, it's easier for you to understand and implement. Thank you.